Apollion's war had taken us to the edge of extinction. But that raid reminded us of who we are.
For Honor understands the stressful strategy one must consider when fighting for life and death. A strong yet simple combat system carries the experience, giving players the opportunity to pit their skills against one another. Does For Honor fight its way to victory, standing proudly above the many other games as a service? Or is it time to give For Honor a Viking funeral?
Victory! You feast while all around you people starve!
Boasting a completely new combat system, For Honor brings a lot to the table. In tandem with its 12 starting characters, all of which have unique weapons and playstyles, there was a lot to unravel in this multiplayer action fighting game. Unfortunately, the unsatisfying story mode, along with some hectic but fun multiplayer encounters, didn't have enough substance to keep me going back into battle. As my 15 hours with the game came to an end, I felt wounded, but proud of the small amount of victories I earned. For Honor's strongest aspect by far is the combat system. On the surface, it seems simple, but in reality there is more to it than just hitting and blocking. Players are given 3 different stances to choose from. The direction of your stance determines which angle you attack from, but if your opponent holds the same direction, they will automatically block. This gives a strong tension between opponents as they shift positions slowly and attack with ferocity, doing their best to throw one another off guard. Things can get a bit more tense when adding other aspects into the fray, such as environmental kills, guard breaks, parrying, dodging, throwing, and 2-on-1 fights. At times, it can get a bit overwhelming, but with confidence, it's manageable. Slashing through your opponents is a joy, especially when online. For Honor truly captures what it means to duel. It may not be the most realistic in the sense of taking damage, but it understands that the key to victory is actually understanding your opponent. Knowing how each class plays is essential to survival. It's the difference between knowing where to stand or having an opportunity to stun your opponent before they can get a hit on you. Someone who not only understands what their class is capable of, but also the class of their opponent is usually the one that will come out on top. Thankfully, the main story acts as a long-form tutorial, presenting players with story-driven combat scenarios to hone their skills. Choosing from the 3 chapters, Knights, Vikings, and Samurais respectively, will give gamers the opportunity to play each warrior class before heading into multiplayer. The story mode feels like nothing more than padding for the game. It was disappointing to have a protagonist go through the tiniest amount of character development, only to have the story throw it away and never come back. For Honor's campaign has the structure for something truly entertaining, but devalues itself whenever it can. The subpar voice acting is bogged down even more by the poorly written dialogue, which awkwardly pauses in conversation for literally no reason.
What did they tell you?
I don't speak Japanese.
Well, now what?
With a bit more effort and a lot of polish, this 6 to 7 hour story could be epic. For Honor makes up for its short story by focusing on its online modes. Thankfully, there is plenty substance to choose from with the hectic 4-on-4 matches found on Tribute, Dominion, and Deathmatch. 1-on-1 and 2-on-2 duels provide a more personal experience for players seeking less distractions. I found the Capture the Flag like Tribute and the territory control matches of Dominion to be a bit too frantic, with players usually mashing attack and changing directions. This lowered my overall enjoyment of For Honor, feeling as if my skill level never really mattered. For me, the real star of multiplayer is the duels. Having a personal one-on-one battle with a random stranger is thrilling, showcasing what For Honor's combat system is really about.
Now we can speak freely.
Well, that's a relief.
We're all your humble servants, Master.
There's a lot to For Honor. A great dueling system, amazing graphics, and the potential for an intriguing world makes it an easy sell. It is tough to recommend to those looking for a straightforward single-player experience due to the story falling flat, but you're more than likely not going to pick it up for the campaign. For those looking to better themselves constantly hoping to master its strikingly deep combat system, you won't find much disappointment. It can be frustrating, dying to frantic button mashing, but those skillful enough will pull through unscathed. For Honor is something everyone should try at least once, and with more content coming down the line, this will be one that many people will want to stick with.
We cannot hope to trigger war everywhere.
We can. If we recruit our enemies to the cause.